There is no walking place at all. Life.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here on a beautiful day in Calgary, watching a scrimmage between two mixed competitive teams. In the dark jerseys, we have Lit Ultimate, and in the light jerseys, we have Silly Goose Ultimate. We are entering the second half of the game. The score is 8-4 for Lit. I'm joined here by my co-commentator, Stephen Fui.
Hello.
Who is slowly trying to put a wind cap on his mic.
I also might throw this on Alex Dunnett in a bit because he wanted to be.
Ooh, we might get some sideline interviews, maybe?
Or
on-field commentary? If you would love to hear some British swear words, you are in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. Because Dunnett is a dirty, dirty sailor. Just kidding. I love Dunnett. Fun fact about Dunnett, he is a very talented musician that makes music in his spare time in his little home studio.
What does he play, Arthur?
I think he plays many instruments, but he is definitely talented on the guitar. Okay, it looks like we've got the teams ready to go. We got Dallin with the big pole upwind. Here we've got Silly Goose setting up their shape with the disc in the center. The disc goes off behind in a dump to a 20-yard gainer to Josh, but Dallin has his quick feet ready. Charles with the quick pickup to Doug. Doug shoots it. Oh, and Josh tries to return the favor. But Dallin stays on target with the disc and gets the double happiness, the D and the score. What a way to start the second half of this scrimmage.
What a great matchup between two
What a
really
fantastic. We hope to see more of that on the field in the coming points. But what a way to start a half. The score is now 9-4 for Lit.
Donnie, you want it?
We'll soon get Alex Dunnett on the mic on the sideline as a special feature commentator.
Look at this.
Another fun fact about Alex, he's not actually British, but he has to maintain the accent because he started that way a long time ago and he can't drop it.
Can't lose it now. Although I'm a Canadian now. I'm not going to change the voice for anyone. Right.
You got a little warming.
The only thing is, me and Arthur don't know if each other's talking. So if I start talking, Arthur's talking.
While we're in between points, Alex, a little bit about yourself. Where are you from originally?
Where am I from?
Yeah.
Oh God, Grantham.
Grantham.
Not the most exciting village of
We love
3,000 people.
We love it.
10 miles between Colchester and Ipswich.
Yeah. Did you say Ipswich?
Ipswich.
There you go. I know Ipswich.
Everyone knows Ipswich town.
All right. It looks like we have both teams ready to go for this next point. We've got Lit pulling to Silly Goose. I believe Douglas Ollie has the disc.
Douglas Ollie's about to wang it as hard as he can.
You want to be mic'd up for a point?
Downwind.
Here we go. Here comes the pull. It's downwind. Let's see if it stays in bounds.
It's going to be in bounds.
Looks to be a great pull into the end zone. We've got Silly Goose picking up the disc in the middle of the field, getting it downfield on the away side. They march it a little bit down a ways. That's great. Half field with a 30-yard gainer. Wise choice to center the disc, keeping the disc in leverage in the middle of the field. Lots of options here.
Chance for
Resetting the disc, keeping the flow going. Silly Goose is looking good with their movement. They've got it on the goal line on the away side. Reset the disc to the middle. And finds a goal with a beautiful swing. I do not think the stall count got higher than 3 or 4 that whole point for Silly Goose. That is some beautiful offense. We are now at 9-5 for Lit.
He didn't believe me. Is it a ladies' point?
Let's do a quick sideline interview with Meg, who
Right,
scored the
defense,
goal.
defense.
How did that happen? How did that work out?
This is cup. Who likes to cup?
How did the disc find you in the end zone there? What kind of movement were you seeing
That's
from your
two.
offense?
That's
Really
two
great
people have
movement.
nominated
I myself
themselves
did
for the
not
cup.
move at all. And
Mike
that's
Locke is
why
in the
I was
cup.
the place that I was.
We're asking that silly question.
Not moving and waiting for your timing is
away,
super
obviously.
underrated. That is an
Down
excellent
in mid.
frisbee skill. I am not even joking. I do it a lot myself.
Shelley, right and left, and I'll take the D.
Awesome job. Awesome job.
Turn from that side.
Yeah. You move the fastest when you're the most still, right? It's all about the difference in speed. Perfect.
The force is
Perfectly
away.
executed.
So Albert, you can
Perfectly executed.
smash it onto the east.
All right. We
Just
now
scratch
have
it,
Silly
and
Goose
mid Tarrant
with the disc
about
pulling
that,
to
recognise
lit.
it, and you might have to
I
cover the
believe
gap.
they will be pulling downwind, so we're going to
Exactly.
see some bombs here.
Otherwise, I saw a hand. They're waving at us. They're either friendly or they're ready to play. Oh. 3.
And here comes the pull.
Nice pull, Tarrant.
It's got a good angle on
Let's
it.
get a trap. Let's get a trap.
We have the disc
Okay.
just past the halfway point on the away side of the field.
I don't know.
Looks like they're setting up a zone of some kind.
Oh,
This
shit,
goes
we're in trouble.
around to the center of the field. It's a nice break
Stop,
there.
man, please.
This continues all the way to the home side and moves downfield. All the way down the break side.
Okay, it's going to
Looks
have
like
to be.
Silly Goose has gone into
Hold
a
to man,
person
hold.
defense. They're marking up, trying to apply some
Got a
pressure
mismatch here with
so
somebody.
that they can't get into the red zone.
It's home. It's home. It's home.
Looks like the stall count got decently high.
Nothing there,
Good
nothing there.
hold. This swings to the open
Oh.
side for a give go for the score to Lit.
It's too easy.
Lit with the score now making it 10-5 for Lit.
You say, Albert?
I called it trap and it didn't work. Ads. I don't think we need to.
I think I'm worn out from just shouting at people. I didn't really run around very much. Right.
Hey Al, I'm doing commentary. Do you want to join me? Huh? Yeah, someone on field has a mic and I'm doing
What's the
sideline
gender split?
commentary. Yeah.
Are you commentating about Bailey?
No, I should. There is an awesome human being on the sideline.
Looks like women.
Here's Bailey.
W.
Rocking a sick
W2.
hat. Love it. Rocking a sick jumpsuit. Love it. The fit is fire. If only the camera could be swung to see how cool this kid is. You gonna say hi into the microphone? No? It's just fuzzy. Oh.
I was talking to the children. This soundtrack's going to be a nightmare. Where's
It's
Steve? Are these
fuzzy
on separate
because it
channels?
protects from any of the wind. Sometimes the wind makes extra noise, so it protects it from wind noises. Yeah.
You're in trouble.
Otherwise, all you would hear is like that. That's all you would hear.
Well, I can't hear what Arthur's saying full stop, so he could be
It
talking,
is
I could be
very
talking exactly the same
sensitive,
time,
that's
it's
why.
complete difference. It's going to be right next.
Every time.
We're right now.
Well, exactly. So he's interviewing a kid.
And then
I scream.
you scream it. Oh, that's gonna really surprise some of the people listening. All right, we're gonna get back to the game here. We've got Silly Goose receiving the disc on the away side. Looks like Lit's defense is pressuring a lot, pushing people unders.
Yeah, Liv.
They've got the disc swung to the
Easy
home
reset
side,
and
disc
swing.
back to the middle.
That's a great throw.
Silly Goose
Josh.
is trying to work
Yeah,
the
but
disc
he's
break
got that
side, which is a
touch low
great
flick. Oh,
strategy.
lucky.
Unfortunately, a good look, but
No
a
deep
drop
down.
by Silly Goose. Lit has the disc, swings the disc to the middle of the field. They are looking for unders. And here's the huck, deep. Unfortunately, could not
Wang.
connect.
That went very wrong.
Silly Goose gets possession back on the home side, and they'll have to work it back up the field again. Looks like Silly Goose is set up in a side stack. Oh, nope. Looks like they're reforming into a hoe stack. Looks like a horizontal setup, which might be their default. I'm not sure. You've got a nice under down the middle of the field from the middle of the stack with a continue.
Yeah,
Looking to be some good flow into a shot. Shot is into great space, almost into the end zone. We've got Silly Goose catching up, gets the swing to the home side. Looks like Silly Goose gets the score after a delicious backhand fake. Moving the mark, getting an open shot. That is a goal for Silly Goose. The score is now 10-6 for Lit.
I wouldn't go revenge so much as. And then backhand blade, like this. I'll just throw it like this. You think like this? Either it. Yeah, all right. We can do that. Zone. We've got to be saying our zone. We don't say our zone now.
Let's talk quickly here with Josh John on the sideline. What was going through your head as you were looking to dial up that assist to Meg?
Please don't get me again.
I thought that was a pretty good pump fake on a defender that you know to be aggressive and you know you can move your mark by just throwing a pump fake.
Yeah, he already got me with the foot block, and then he caught my no catch D, so I'll get one on him.
Great adjustment. A great adjustment.
Love that guy.
And that's the lovely little storylines you see in a game on these one-on-one matchups.
I'm putting my hand.
All right, we've got Silly Goose with the disc.
Yeah. There's a strong
Looking
breeze
to pull
behind
to
me.
Lit. I believe they'll be
Soon
pulling
Valley,
into a
yeah.
downwind, so we'll see if
The disc will
looks
be
like Alex done it with the disc and keep it in bounds. He does
Play
not
for
go
Robin.
far, so we will see where he
Okay.
places it.
Okay, this is going up in 3.
And the pull goes up. Really good hang time. Landing in the end zone. You've got Silly Goose running down to apply some pressure. Looks like you're looking at a zone look. Looks like a 3-person cup with 3 people in the middle. Lit is trying to work with some cup crashing and moving it towards the away side. Lit has found an opportunity to break with an around swing and then down the middle. The disc is kept on the away side.
That's good.
They're looking to move the disc back across the field to the open side with a great snag to save that possession. The cup is back on, seeing if they can keep the disc on that side. It is critical for the cup
Trap on!
to
Trap
hold
on! Drop,
here.
Sonny! Drop!
Otherwise,
Drop!
we
Drop!
have to catch up. We've got a throw going up into the mid space. Great read by the receiver, throwing for the jump
Sorry, I had
backwards
to call that
goal.
earlier.
A really good example of disc movement against a zone. Looking break side for opportunities, and then back to the middle. The score is now 11-6 for Lit.
Over now.
Steven, how far away can I go with this mic?
I actually don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I've been like wandering up and down the sideline.
That should be okay as
So-
long as there's no interference.
Would
Here
someone
we're
like
gonna
to join me to
joined
be
by
a co-commentator?
Justin Sia for commentary.
Done it, mic'd up.
Yeah, he was.
I'm just excited for that footage, to be honest.
We're hoping that Dunnett shared some English swear words with us.
Who else would be fun? You want to hang on to one? Okay.
Looks like a little bit of moisture is coming down. We'll see if this affects the grip of these players out on the field. As you know, slippery discs are hard to hold on to.
I'd agree with that, Arthur. I think it makes it really challenging out in the field for these players to really get a hand on the disc when it's raining. Can you talk from your own personal experiences how rain has affected you?
It doesn't affect me at all.
Oh, I see. Are your hands made of Teflon or what?
No, it's because I don't like wearing gloves.
Ah, I see. Because you're not a pussy.
I don't like gloves because it changes the grip, actually. I find that the gloves change grip more than moisture does, in fact.
Oh, interesting.
So, but we'll see how people deal with this. We've got a pull going up from Lit downfield again.
Oh, Matt Suzuki coming down quick. Oh, but
This-
he's got the.
A
Oh,
bit of a
tough one.
laser, low throw,
Yeah.
tough to grab. Now Lit has it in the red zone, looking to work their end zone offense. We've got the disc on the sideline, on the home side, looking to recenter in the middle.
Oh, Josh,
great one-on-one battle. We hope to see more of this battle between the two of them. A great D there.
Oh, yeah.
An opportunity to huck it, but a wise choice to center the disc.
Yeah.
So Olivia, the main handler, looks like there's a call in the
Injury in the
field.
field there in the middle. We'll see.
Yeah,
now.
Mike, did you see what happened there?
I think a little bit of a twist of the ankle there.
Oh no. Well, let's hope Yuna's okay.
Yeah.
She is
Taking like a chance
wrestling
though.
off the field
Yeah.
like a champion. Absolutely.
Agreed. Yeah.
So we've got an injury substitution. Looks like Lit will not be taking a substitution, but they are set up on defense. We will see
Yeah.
the way the cuts develops.
Yeah. Silly Goose making good work of it, especially up into the wind. It's been challenging, I think, for Lit to really work with it. Oh, nice
And
read by them.
perfect call.
Oh, and Olivia with the absolute send upwind. Great.
What an advantageous look. We'll see if the disc is in. Looks like they're calling it in.
Looks
Looks like there's a discussion. We're not sure. It is hard to tell when there are no lines on the field.
Agreed. Alex is already out there checking. Eric, can we get your eyes on the field too? Would you like to talk to us about it?
From my perspective, there are no lines, so it is really hard
It's a really
to call
nice field.
somebody
It's
if
pretty
there's
green
lines.
and flat.
Yeah.
But if we could throw back or go back to a couple of plays before that, what a great read by Olivia to stay on that disc. As you know, in this upwind, those discs really hang for a long time, and it's really up to the player who wants it more. They can always come down with the disc.
I agree there, Arthur. Now I'm going to pass it over to our special commentator, Tomas. Tomas, would you like to talk to the team here?
It's cold out here.
It is. Oh, it looks like it was not called
I
in.
personally believe that was in. I saw
Okay.
it back up, but you know,
You know what? It looks like it was resolved. Looks like Silly Goose has retained control. But let's see what they can do in this end
it was
zone.
a nice fake going up, always rushing up. Let's see if he'll throw that. Good continuing. Oh, and it was just
that's
overthrown just a little bit.
unfortunate. Absolutely, just a little bit out of reach. But now Lit has an opportunity to fire back.
Looks like Lynn has two handlers back, and they're just launching it.
The puck goes up. We've got a foot race downfield.
It's dropping.
What a battle! Oh my
He gets it
goodness!
once on
What
the
a
ground.
fantastic battle. The
No
puck is
contest ball.
almost
He dropped-
inbounds.
And she dropped him into
no.
the slip. That
Tragic.
is unfortunate. But it looks like there's a call. I don't personally see a call.
We'll see what happens, how it gets resolved. Looks like the turnover stands, and Silly Goose now has possession at the end zone line. Can they work it up again against this wind?
Ooh, nice reset back. Let's see if he has anyone cutting in on it for him. Oh, you got to clear out of the lane first. Come on. Oh. Risky throw, but it pays off. They're on the away side. This is dangerous territories for Silly Goose right now.
We're starting to see some of these cuts slow down a little bit. We're wondering if the legs might have.
Oh, and that was a nice
a long
grab.
point. That's a great grab. Can Silly Goose get this down the field? Looking for the reset.
Doesn't look as there.
That's
And
unfortunate.
that was Callahan potential, and it fucked up, but they still were able to catch it.
That was really tough. A tough reset with a heads-up defender and Dallin looking to get a piece of that.
Well, this is Tomas. I think I am on. We'll see you next time.
Go get him, Tomas. The score is now 12-6 for Lit. We've got Goose receiving for a downwind offensive point. We'll see if they execute some kind of a huck play in this advantageous wind position. If I had to guess, they will huck it within 3 passes. That is my prediction. Let's get a quick sideline comment here from Dallin. What an impressive D. What was going through your mind when you went and reached and snagged that no-look D, it looked like, from the sideline?
Well, the count was like 7 or 8. Josh was there, ready to receive the disc, and I figured that was kind of the play. I wrapped in such a fashion where I was in between the thrower, pardon me, I can't remember his name, and Josh. So, as long as I get some body part there, then I'll be at least able to get at his head.
What fantastic insight from a experienced defender, recognizing high stall counts and positioning to where the throw must be reset to. Thank you, Dallin.
You're welcome.
Keep it up. Keep up the good work. So we've got Lit here with the disc ready to pull to Silly Goose. Here we go. A pretty good upwind pull. We'll see if Silly Goose looks to huck this downfield. Looks like a person matchup defense. Here's a shot. Goes across the field, but unfortunately no receivers in that space. Lit gets possession on that turnover. Several cuts developing, unfortunately could not connect on that. Silly Goose trying to find their formation to set up a play. The disc is now on the home side. What an impressive scuba throw downfield, down the sideline for the goal. I love Alex done it. We've got fans here. We've got fans and only fans here that love Alex done it and his play style. Let's see if we can get a quick comment from the person who threw that wonderful scuba. Nice grab from Eric Johnson. Down the sideline, always heads up, ready to receive. The score is now 12-7 for Lit. Let's get a quick comment from the person who created that assist, Alex Dunnett. What do they call that throw in England?
It's called a scuba.
Oh, thanks for introducing us Canadians to that type of thing. What was in your mind? What was the vision you were seeing as you had that disc in your hand?
I picked it up and I was like, going downwind, I'll jack a scuba, and then there was like 4 people I could have thrown it to, and eventually Eric was the one I chose because he's the tall, lankiest fella downwind.
Sounds like a very experienced handler to me, knowing the wind conditions, knowing his receivers, making the connection. What a play.
Lanky white dudes.
Lanky white dudes. What is there more to say than lanky white dudes in Ultimate? It's like a match made in heaven.
There's a lot of them.
Looks like we have Silly Goose pulling to Lit. They will be pulling upwind, so we'll see where they can get this disc to downfield. And we will see what Lit has drawn up for a downwind play. As a side note, I would like to mention that I was promised a beer by Mike Hoon, in which he has not brought me one. That is a great pull from Silly Goose, getting it to the brick, especially upwind. And it looks like Silly Goose has implemented a force middle look. The disc finds its way very nicely down the middle, breaking open the offense. Looks like we have a few passes going, give, go. Let's see what they can do in their end zone setup. A lot of good disc movement so far. Mark hasn't been applied yet. Looks like the stack has gone into place. Let's see what Lit can execute in formation. A great cut off the front of the stack. Looks for the continue. Good seal by the defender. Disc finds its way in the middle from the far side for the goal. Fooey, what kind of beer do you have? Yeah.
Whatever you want. Some lagers, I got some other things as well. I'll filter whatever you like.
Apple rhubarb. Try. I'm gonna have a dry cider. Thank you, Fooey. We're about to turn this commentary up a notch as I chug this cider. I am drinking a Lone Tree Old Growth Orchard authentic dry cider. It is delicious because it's what I'm drinking right now. I have not had this before, but it is a delicious beverage that is very suited for, oh my goodness, I almost got run over by a monster truck. Whoa. We got some excited people here doing a monster truck rally on the sidelines. What a great day to be out with a family. You want to comment, Rowan, on that previous play about what you were running in your end zones? That looked like a really nice cut off the front by you to get that movement going.
Yeah, so we're running a throw open, go open end zone, and then as soon as the reset goes up line, we're bringing the front of the stack back for the reset and then looking for those break side scoring opportunities.
That's beautiful. I like the idea of movement creating space for each other. Really well executed. Well done by Lit. Oh, my toes. Oh, my toes are broken by the monster truck.
Being run over.
All right, we'll take you back to the action on the field here. It looks like we got Silly Goose with possession of the disc. Unfortunately, a errant pass goes just out of the hands of the receiver. Lit has possession now off the turnover on the sideline. A shot to the middle gets recognized by the defender, gets the D. They move the disc downfield and transition. The team is still trying to catch up to the disc and get into a shape. Really good disc movement to allow the team to recover. Looks like the throw goes up into the end zone for the goal. Really great movement by Silly Goose. Thank you to Rowan for that commentary. We got Justin here that's going to say something.
That's a dime.
Dimes. We don't deal in loose change. We only deal with dimes. The score is now 13-8 for Lit. Let's get a quick comment from Eric about what he saw on the field to get that D. What did you see on the field?
There's a big pick right in the middle of the field, pick lining up. I knew as soon as those girls cleared, Down was going to go in for that undercut, so I was ready right on his shoulder to come under with him.
What vision? What vision by Eric, seeing so clearly in the field. This man took his Claritin today, no allergies affecting the eyes. Great read, great D. Just a quick update on the cider. I'm halfway done. It is still just as tasty when I first opened it. Hopefully it's as good as you think it is. You can hear it afterwards. It's a link to the video. I'm trying my best to give a play-by-play. I think I've been very objective as well, doing lots of sideline interviews as well as we work our way through this game. It would be tragic if none of this is being recorded. I'm not 100% sure. I was not guaranteed that this would be recorded. So we will see. We've got Silly Goose with the disc here ready to pull to Lit. Looks like they're just finalizing some of their plans. With the hand gestures that I'm seeing, it looks like a very interesting D setup. Unfortunately, the pull goes a bit errant, out of bounds around the midfield line. Looks like Silly Goose is setting up in a forced middle look with marks on either side of the disc and a shallow mid. Let's see what Lit does to counteract this look. Now, one underrated aspect of some of these handlers is that their height allows them to see downfield a little bit easier and over the marks. Really good movement by Lit to swing the disc. Unfortunate drop in the end zone, but really great movement, really good recognition of where the holes were in that defense. Silly Goose picks up the disc, moves it downfield on the home side. Looks to get the disc back into the middle of the field. Unfortunate that the receiver could not get to that disc in time. Lit with the disc now on the far sideline. Let's see what Lit does in their end zone, red zone look. We've got a handler initiation going up line. Disc goes up. What a save by the receiver. Getting a hand on the disc, but nope. It looks like the disc is in. Unfortunate, the defender could not get that disc all the way out of bounds. What great focus and concentration to maintain a line on the disc and ultimately getting the goal.
So you got Bailey. I got Bailey.
The score is now 14-8 for Lit. That means they are at game point as the game goes to 15, I believe. Silly Goose has an opportunity to go on a run here, but they're going to have to really dial it in, dig deep, and find some points in a row. I've got my good friend Charles here on the sideline, here for a comment on how he feels Lit is doing today. Charles, what are your thoughts so far?
It's windier than I thought it was going to be today. I think that's definitely been a factor.
Sure.
I'm happy that it's a nice, good competition on either end of the field. Personally, I would prefer if the score was 14-0 right now. But I have to give them credit. They're playing well together. They've clearly been practicing, have good systems.
You love to hear that. Both teams looking for some competitive scrimmages, looking to improve in their own ways. Thank you, Charles, for the comments. Good luck to the rest of the game. It is game point for Lit. So very exciting.
Ooh, I should have stayed on. Well done.
And you can tell it's game point. We've got some plays being made here. Silly Goose with a boost down the sideline, but hotly contested by Lit, resulting in the turnover. Lit now has the disc. They are looking upwind for a hawk. Here goes the disc. Is it going to be contested? What a great grab right at the end zone line. We'll see what Lit does. Are they going to play patient? It looks like they are allowing their offense to set up into a shape. Good reset, keeping the disc in that middle of the field. Lit looking to reset. Oh, a great D with pressure on that reset pass, giving possession back to Silly Goose. Silly Goose with a disc on the home side. Let's see what looks they're going to try to generate to get themselves back into this game. There's a lot of good activity from the downfield. A great cut, unfortunately just bobbled by the receiver, leading to a turnover. Lit immediately picking up and looking to boost a shot for the goal, for the win. What an intense point, resulting in a win for Lit Ultimate. This is Arthur signing off and drinking the rest of his cider.